So I found a secret copy of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, guys, for the PlayStation 5. Let me quickly tell you my story and what actually happened. I went out to Toys R Us, and they didn't have anything there. They actually didn't even have a gaming section anymore. They had some, TCG or Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering cards, but they didn't have any video games anymore. So I said, okay, I'll go to the GameStop. I drove over to the GameStop, and there's this guy there that works at my local GameStop, and he is just so cocky and really arrogant and really annoying to talk to. There was a girl there, though, and she was super cool, chill, and nice, so they kind of complement each other, I guess. Good cop, bad cop, that kind of thing. Whatever. I was dealing with the guy, and I asked him if he has any copies of this game. And he said, well, I think we only have pre-orders. And he went and looked, and then he said, well, let me check, because my manager likes to hide things, right? And I said, oh, here we go. This started the whole hide the sparking, game hunt, we'll say, because there's so much demand for this game that is absolutely crazy. Of course, I can buy this digitally, but my issue with buying it digitally is that I can never resell it, and you don't really own it, you just have the licensing for it. Now, I'll explain more about that later. So he goes and he looks, and there's stacks of this game, a couple stacks. And I said, oh, you have a couple copies there. Can you sell any of them? And he says, no, these are all pre-orders and they're all spoken for. We have no copies. And then they go on to tell me some sob story, like, we're so sorry, this and that. I'm like, it's fine. And I just left. I just turned around and left. And the girl's like, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Like, it's very shameful to not have these games in stock, right? Like, these games cost less than probably $5 to make, manufacture, and then ship, in mass. So it's crazy, and they're sold for $80 here in Canada, right? So like that's nothing. It's better to have all those games, and then if people don't buy them over time, you ship them back, and the company reimburses you or something. That would be a much better model, that everyone can have a game, and they don't have to go somewhere else, and you end up getting the money, right? The money goes through you and not someone else, because I'm now less likely to ever go back to the GameStop. Right? Maybe I'll go to Amazon. Maybe I'll go somewhere else. I went to Toys R Us. It's fine. Next thing on my mind, Walmart. I go to Walmart. Now, this is where I found my secret copy of Sparking Zero, guys. You won't believe it. I went to Walmart. This Walmart is the biggest one around. It's the size of a small village. It's literally the size of a village. I'm not joking. And how many copies do you think a village-size Walmart would have of Sparking Zero? The most popular anime game of all time, most likely. It probably will become, if it isn't already, surpassing Naruto Storm 4. I go there, and there's a guy there, looks like a manager or something. He kind of sees me. I'm like jetting around. I'm like speed walking, dude. I'm like sprinting around the store, going around, dodging freaking pylons and stuff. And I'm going straight to the video games in Walmart. And this guy says, can I help you with something? I said, yes, you could. I'm looking for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It's a game that I would like to play or whatever. And he's like, okay, let me check. And he's like, looking, he's like, it looks like we don't have it. Right? I'm like, okay. And I gave him the spiel. I said, what do you mean you don't have it? This is the most popular anime game of all time. And I said, the creator of Dragon Ball, Akira Toriyama, passed away, rest in peace. I said, it's even more popular because he's not with us anymore. And what happens? He says, oh, wait. I think I found something. And I'll show you the clip. Like, I have a little bit of a clip. I didn't record him, but in between two rows, all the way in the back, is this one single copy right here. This one copy right here. And you know what he told me? He said that we only had one copy come to the store, and he says, oh, looks like I found the second copy. They had two copies at a Walmart. Look at that. Two copies at a Walmart. It costs $89 Canadian plus tax, all that, $102.